Muhammad Ali, the greatest. I am the greatest. I said that before I even knew I was. That's how Muhammad Ali announced himself to the world, and it wasn't just words. It was a declaration of a life journey that would change the face of the world, not just as an athlete, but as a symbol of challenge, faith, and humanity. In this video, we take you on an unforgettable journey through Muhammad Ali's life, from his humble birth and upbringing to his retirement as a global icon. This is the story of a man whose struggle was not limited to the boxing ring, but extended to the values and principles he defended until his very last moments. Cassius Clay, who would later be known as Muhammad Ali, was born on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky. He had humble beginnings in a small neighborhood, where he was a curious and energetic kid. One day, when his bicycle was stolen, he became angry and said he would teach the thief a lesson. A local man directed him to a boxing gym. Little did he know that this small moment would determine the fate of the greatest champion. From his first training, Cassius showed an unparalleled passion and determination. He was so confident that he would talk about his dreams of winning major tournaments, even as a beginner. He would say, "I want to be the best, not just good." Cassius' talent soon began to shine in the boxing ring. He won a gold medal at the Rome Olympics in 1960, which quickly gained him a reputation as a young fighter with an unconventional style. From the moment he entered the professional world, he attracted attention with his high self-confidence and his powerful words. Cassius was not just a boxer who mastered martial arts. He was a showman in every sense of the word. He excelled at turning his fights into exciting shows, combining athletic skill with a unique charisma that made him the star of the ring and an unforgettable sports icon. Before each fight, Cassius would engage in psychological warfare with his opponents through his stinging comments and innovative sarcasm. This caused many of them to lose their focus and calm before the fight even began. He would make bold statements and excel at choosing phrases that would ignite the atmosphere of competition, which earned him a wide audience who loved his unique style.
I'll be dancing all night. Dance is heavyweight of all time. Passes with the rope. Fine.
But outside of the showbiz, Cassius was a phenomenal athlete in the ring. He displayed incredible techniques and unconventional fighting skills that wowed everyone, and proved his ability to combine speed and agility with devastating power. His fighting style was embodied in his famous slogan that has become an iconic symbol in the boxing world: "Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee." This phrase epitomized his boxing style. He moved with agility and grace that made it difficult for his opponents to track him. But at the same time, he was able to throw fast and powerful punches that would wear them down in a flash. Cassius succeeded in creating a unique sports personality that combined exciting performance in the ring with overwhelming presence outside of it, becoming a symbol of self-confidence and creativity in the world of sports. In 1964, after his stunning victory in the World Heavyweight Championship against the famous boxer Sonny Liston, Cassius Clay announced a radical change in his personal and intellectual life. In a moment that was not just a sporting victory, but a major turning point in his career, he surprised the world by announcing his conversion to Islam, a decision that had a wide resonance and profound impact in sports and social circles at the time. Not only did he convert to Islam, but he also announced changing his name to Muhammad Ali, in a bold move that symbolized his liberation from the legacy of the past, which he saw as a psychological and cultural restriction. He said his famous words at the time: "Cassius Clay was my slave name, and Muhammad Ali is my free name," thus embodying his deep desire to redefine his identity away from the history of slavery and racial discrimination suffered by African Americans. This announcement was not just a name change, but an expression of his commitment to new values of dignity, freedom, and justice. Muhammad Ali became a powerful voice for the rights of the oppressed and an advocate for human equality, using his fame and platform to raise awareness about social and humanitarian issues that troubled the world. This decision was the beginning of a long journey of struggle, not only in the ring, but in various arenas of life, where he proved that heroism is not limited to physical strength, but also extends to the strength of the spirit and principle. This decision had a tremendous impact. He became a symbol for the Muslim nation in the United States and prompted many to reflect on issues of religious and racial identity. It was not easy, as he faced a wave of criticism, but he showed strength and unshakable confidence. He once said simply, "I am not afraid to stand up for what I believe in." His biggest challenge came when he refused to join the U.S. Armed Forces and fight in the Vietnam War in 1967, stating that he would not fight those who had not wronged him. He famously said, "I have no fight with the Viet Cong." Here, he was stripped of his titles and his boxing license for 4 years. However, Muhammad Ali remained steadfast in his position, sacrificing years of his career at the height of its glory in order to defend his principles. He remained convinced that standing for what is right is more important than any belt. In 1970, Muhammad Ali returned to the ring, rewriting history once again. His return was full of challenges, but he succeeded in regaining the World Heavyweight title after his famous victory over George Foreman in the Battle of the Jungle in 1974. This stage embodied his ability to overcome difficulties with unshakable faith. One of his greatest fights was the fight in Manila against Joe Frazier, where Muhammad Ali described this fight as the closest to death, but he did not give up. This shows his strength not only physically, but mentally as well. Over the years, Muhammad Ali's relationship with Islam evolved significantly, moving from adherence to specific ideas to a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of the religion. This transformation was reflected in his personality and daily life, as he became more connected to the spiritual and human values of Islam, adopting an approach based on tolerance and inner peace, while being keen to promote the values of justice and equality in his community and beyond.
God is watching me. God don't praise me because I beat Joe Frazier. God don't give nothing about Joe Frazier. He wants to know, how do we treat each other? How do we help each other? So I'm gonna dedicate my life to using my name and popularity, helping charities, helping people, uniting people, bring people bumming each other because of religious beliefs. We need somebody in the world to help us make peace.
He believed that true faith translates into actions that contribute to building a more cohesive society, so he called for overcoming differences, rejecting hatred, and living in peace. He was also keen to be an inspiring role model for rising generations, stressing the importance of human solidarity in the face of injustice and violence, affirming that courage is not only in confronting opponents, but in the constant pursuit of spreading goodness and understanding among people. Muhammad Ali's bouts were more than boxing matches. They were defining moments in a journey that made his name a global symbol of dignity and courage, combining exceptional skill with a unique personality. Ali's every punch reflected his genius for reading situations and responding creatively. Beyond his physical abilities, he had a rare fighting spirit, standing firm against challenges inside and outside the ring. Ali demonstrated tactical intelligence and endurance, using his victories to convey messages of mental strength and justice. His legacy inspires athletes and others to recognize that true strength lies not just in the body, but in the unbreakable spirit. More than a boxer, Ali remains a symbol of resilience and a testament to standing up for what you believe in. After retiring from boxing in 1981, Muhammad Ali devoted his life to humanitarian causes, becoming a global icon beyond the ring. Retirement marked the start of a new chapter, as he traveled the world spreading hope and change. Ali supported initiatives to fight poverty, providing food, education, and healthcare to the needy. A fierce advocate for human rights, he championed equality and stood with oppressed minorities, emphasizing unity against injustice. Despite his challenges, including battling Parkinson's disease, Ali remained a source of inspiration. His legacy teaches that true strength lies in resilience, compassion, and balancing personal success with service to others. Ali's unwavering commitment to building a fairer world cemented his place as more than a sports figure, a symbol of hope, courage, and justice. When Muhammad Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 1984, He displayed the unwavering courage and fighting spirit he had always been known for in the ring. He faced the disease as he faced his opponents, with an unyielding will and a fearless heart. Rather than surrender or be defeated by this enormous challenge, he chose to turn his ordeal into a source of inspiration and hope, not only for himself, but for all who suffer from life's hardships. Despite the disease's effects on his movement and voice, Muhammad Ali remained present with his inner strength and unyielding determination.
Who are you most grateful to for your career?
My career, everything. Allah. All my success, all my protection, all my feelings, all my victory, all my courage, everything comes from Allah.
His presence at major events was very influential, most notably when he carried the torch for the Atlanta Olympic Games in 1996, where he appeared with a strong will despite his trembling hand, in a scene that amazed the world and confirmed his status as a symbol of steadfastness and courage. Muhammad Ali proved that true heroism is not only in defeating opponents, but in facing life with challenge and steadfastness, and turning every battle into a new opportunity to triumph over oneself. Muhammad Ali taught us immortal lessons. He stressed the importance of self-belief, saying, "He who does not believe in himself has lost before he begins." Regardless of the challenges he faced, whether in sports or in the life of faith, his life left us with lessons in courage and steadfastness in principles, even if the price was high. On June 3, 2016, Muhammad Ali passed away. The entire world came together to honor him, from world leaders to adoring fans, reflecting the greatness of his legacy. He was more than just a sports hero. He was an inspiration, a global icon, a symbol of defiance and humanity. In conclusion, Muhammad Ali's message remains in our hearts, that true strength lies in faith, dignity, and the courage to face the world. To all who witness this story, always remember that the greatest is not a title, but a journey of struggle and unwavering belief in principles. Subscribe to our channel and watch all the videos for more stories, lessons, events, and inspiring figures.